PowerSDR KE9NS version 2.8.0.274. So the last couple features I've added, well, let's see, the first one was dealing with the PTT line going to your amplifier. Now, originally this was just an I2C flex wire data bus signal, so that I could operate my homemade LDMOS amplifier remotely. So you check this box, you get a couple new buttons up top, and the idea was I could send an I2C signal to my amplifier to either turn it on and off, or put it in standby, or allow the, when I key the radio, to key the amplifier. And that's what this box is here. Well, I added an additional feature to that as well. So when you do enable these buttons, right now the PTT line to your amplifier is disabled. So that means the TX1, TX2, TX3 lines to your amplifier, the ones that you would set right here to, you could have delays on them or whatever to key your amplifier, that those lines would be disabled when you PTT your radio, you mox your radio, you hit the tune, they're disabled. You click it again, now it's green. Now when you mox the radio, when you key the radio tune, you'll also key your amplifier. And you do this, you'll just disable that. It puts your amplifier essentially in standby without having to reach over to the amplifier. And it'll also be sending an I2C signal, but you don't need to use it. If you hold your mouse, if this is in focus, you hold your mouse, you'll get an explanation of the address that it uses, the I2C address and all, but you don't need to use that. It's just, like I said, you enable this, and the TX1, 2, and 3 lines will be disabled or enabled from that button. So that's one thing I added. And then the newest is this here, the antenna. The Flex 5000 has 3 antenna ports plus 2 receive ports, 2 receive antenna ports. So there's a total of 5 different antenna inputs you can have. I added the naming capability to put a name on these. So my antenna 3 happens to be a G5 RV. My antenna 1 happens to be a Mosley, and it's a TA33. So I can just say Mosley TA. And so now it updates over here, and you can split these, and I'm in SO2R configuration. I have a second receiver, which means, and I got SO2, so it allows me to use the second receiver with its own independent transmit, so I can change antennas when I go from one VFO to the other. When I go from one receiver to the other, I can have separate antennas for receive and transmit on both RX1 and RX2. But the names follow the antenna port, and there's different configurations. RX1 in, and you can name that if you want. I don't have anything on RX1 in, but if you have something, you can put a name to it. So now you have the ability to see the names of which antennas are on which antenna port. And that's it.